And hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with Last Seat number 31 with my co-host All Dolled Up from Sharby, and we are interviewing Crypto Nira from TEARY. How you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing all right. I'm trying to get this bread, although the market is making it quite difficult. We are on a downward trajectory today, but I think it's a good stacking opportunity for some of the stuff that we like. Obviously,
Absolutely.
we're here representing TEARY, but what was some of the other things that you have been in previously that you are either still in or just notable mention?
So I'm really heavy in SUI and all their DeFi protocols. I'm in DeLorean. I like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like DeLorean. I like Double Up. And Walrus. I have a nice bag of Walrus too. Deep. I have some Deep. I try to get like the main big hitters on SUI and put them in the DeFi protocols to get the lending APRs. It's been doing really well. The meme coins that I am invested in SUI is Toilet Dust on SUI. I really like the team and the people behind that project. And for community, I'm in Pepe on SUI. So I've been in that community for over a year now and just, in the trenches, doing what we do, having fun.
I talked to Dr. Ari and his ward. I don't know who the other guy is with there, but for Toilet Dust, and they're really
Intern.
cool. Yeah.
He's a great leader for that
Yeah, pretty
project.
Cool. I like it when people that have success in other areas of life come in and they're like, yeah, let's try this, and they bring that new perspective, and they bring that new just some of the outside the box thinking that just pure Web3 is, because we're like in the trenches, we might have forgotten or don't really see. Speaking of which, what did you do before you got into crypto? What was your trade?
So I'm an accountant, and that's what I do for a living. But I've always been interested in finance, crypto, investing, numbers, money. So naturally, I got into crypto through Bitcoin, like everybody else. Just intrigued with the technology, the possibilities, what it could mean for people getting into it early, and how it can definitely be life-changing for some. So I just kind of like got into Bitcoin and then started researching and learning about other cryptos and the different possibilities and what they offer to the ecosystems.
When you first got in, what year was it? Was it something recent?
I started in 2016.
Damn.
Yeah, I started in 2016. My journey started, which is really weird. I was hustling penny stocks. And I had a coworker that had found this penny stock that was in Bitcoin mining. And I was like, if you're buying a penny stock for Bitcoin mining, let's figure out how to buy some Bitcoin. So I started researching, I'm like, what is Bitcoin really? And I started researching, got really into it. I'm from Kansas City. So we end up creating a Facebook group with Kansas City people, and we all met and talked about Bitcoin and, different ways to invest and kind of like educating each other.
And this is 2016?
2016.
Cool.
And so from there, I started buying Bitcoin little bit at a time, what I can. And I never stopped ever since. I still got a withdrawal coming out of my paycheck for Bitcoin every week, no matter what the price is.
That's incredible. So you've been doing this for almost a decade. Holy crap. Yeah. That doesn't seem real, because 2016, looking at it now, price a couple $100 per Bitcoin. Oh my God. So you rich as heck. As you've been doing that, what's your sell price for Bitcoin? Is it like, well, if it goes up, like, because you've had an insane amount of
I got so much Bitcoin that, well, I don't even want to say that on the record. I don't got no Bitcoin because we got scammers out here. They try to get you. But if I see something I like, I have been, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I've been selling a little bit of my Bitcoin to invest in some of these other things to diversify.
Yeah.
So I bought some Sui, and then I got into the Sui projects, into the Sui memes, and now I'm in Solana with TEARY. So
You single?
I got a man.
Respect. Respect.
Like that. Let's just put it like that. But
You happy?
yeah, so
No, I'm joking. I'm sorry.
so that's how I got involved. Right now with the TEARY, and this is what we're supposed to be talking about. This is my first Solana project, like for real one that I'm getting behind, that I'm excited about, that the community is thriving, because I've been in the Solana trenches, you know, pump fund, you see stuff going up, you think you're going to miss out, you throw a little bag, and before you blink your eyes, it's gone, you know. And I just got tired of losing money, for real. Like, I got tired of losing money.
Same.
And so when somebody brought this project to my attention, and I started to see the people that was like interested in it and wanting to get behind it, that's when I was like, hell yeah, I'm all in. Let's go. Because what I learned about investing in meme coins in this space is that it could get lonely in those trenches when you're the only one advocating for a project, because nobody wants to be in this shit long term.
Yeah.
They want to get rich quick. And what I've learned the most about investing is time in the market is better than trying to time the market. Nobody wants to work for anything. Everybody's looking for these get rich quick schemes in crypto. You know, the market is saturated with all these different projects and meme coins, and everybody's moving around, not wanting to miss out, trying to find the next best thing. Before, we only had a few meme coins, SHIB, Doge, a couple of other ones, you know. Now we have so many possibilities. How do you decide? And what I've decided, what I'm going to do with my money, because I don't play about my money. I'm invested in teams. I'm invested in people that show up. I'm invested in people that I can trust. I'm investing in people that want to be in this for the long run, not the short term, not next week we out. We looking at, okay, here's our milestones, here's our goals. Month goals, 6 months goals, 1 year goals, 2 year goals. I want to be and get in a project that we can build for the long term, where we can continue developing and actually giving back to the people. That's what this project with TEARY is about. It is about community. It is about working hard. It is about bettering yourself. Ben held 2 awesome spaces the last 2 mornings. In each one of those spaces, he started with a motivational speech. One was from Tony Robbins, and then I can't remember who the other one was for, but really it's changing the mindset and getting people to not only like want to secure their financial future, but also better yourself. So no crying in the casino. We see that term all over crypto. We see it even with this sports betting shit. No crying in the casino. You know what you're getting yourself into. You know you're taking a bet. You can either win or you can lose. Don't ever over leverage. Only invest what you can afford to lose. Don't put your rent money up. You know, my daughter, she started getting to this sports betting shit. And I was like, girl, you don't even watch basketball. What are you doing? Now she's a basketball expert in 1 month. And she was talking to me about her little strategies. I was like, don't bet no more than $5. If you win 30, you good. If you lose 5, that's a burger money or a drink. Nowadays, so a bag of chips, you know? So what the no crying in the casino and the TEARY squad, what we stand for is we're tired of these rugs.
Yeah.
We tired of all the rugs. Every time you turn around, people out there in the space crying, they got rugged again, posting the red charts, and we dropping teardrops on them. We dropping teardrops. Every time we see a rug, we dropping a teardrop. But at the same time, you know, this narrative is universal with the TEARY stuff, how we got it, how we created it. We can even flip the script and it could be tears of joy. Somebody celebrating life, celebrating a milestone that they accomplished in their life. We could drop a teardrop and say a tear of joy. So here at the TEARY Squad, we are building. You can come into our Telegram and just see the energy and how people are so motivated, how everybody is feeding off each other, how everybody is, it's contagious, the energy. You see one just going hard, going hard, going hard. It makes you want to go hard because we believe in the narrative and we believe in the team that's leading this. I'm one of the team with Ben Billions, Mr. Himothy, Lisa from B&B. We got Cloudy, Khaleesi, and another brother named Snags. And it's a movement. It's more than a meme coin to us. It's a movement and we're doing really, really well. Since we stepped up and CTO this project, we went from 26K to an all-time high, I think, of 290 in a little over a week. We didn't come to play. We got people that believe in the mission and believe in the leaders, because what we know with community, the number one factor is trust. If we can't trust the leaders and we can't trust the people that get behind us with the big bags, then what's the point of having a project? What's the point in putting the effort if it's only going to last 2 weeks? You know, so that's what TEARY's about. If you have any questions,
Oh,
you know, I'll
I
be
have
happy to answer.
bunch of how much time, like legit, how much time you got? Because I have a bunch of questions. This could take hours.
I got time. Let's go.
So talk about the leaders. Obviously, you're one of the heads of it, one of the faces of it. I first contacted you, I think it was because of toilet dust. We were on something, on a space, and your just passion for it. I was like, it was really good. So I messaged you. I was like, hey, no pressure. Just give me your ETH address. Let me send you some daCat, and we'd love to have you there. And I think, as far as I know, you didn't sell the daCat, so kudos. But so you're one of the faces on there. Is who's like the main dev? Who's the creator? Who are some of the other people that are leading this?
So right now, the main dev in the project is Intern, and he has a solid group of community members that just really, really stepped up in the form of posting on social media, creating content, and allowing him the freedom to get in the background and make the connections with the right people in the ecosystem.
Or anyone doxxed from the team?
Yes, Intern has doxed himself, and his personal page is out there. You have to go out there and do your homework. But yes, he has doxed. I'm doxed. And some of the other community members, we have doxed to each other, you know, doing VCs and, you know, the things that we do in the communities or whatnot. And I found him to be a trustworthy person. And that's why I got behind that project the way that I did. And the project is doing really, really well, regardless of what's going on in the SUI ecosystem. You know, it's holding up really well. You have people that really, really believe in not just the narrative, but in Intern himself, because
you're talking about toilet dust.
Right, toilet dust.
Oh,
yeah, because that's what you were asking me about.
Sorry, I meant that's like kind of our origins, how I found you, but I meant on TEARY, who's doxed.
Okay, so on TEARY, Ben Billions, and so I don't know if you ever crossed paths with him
the other day,
or heard him on a space, but you could just tell in the way that he delivers the message of our community and the message of who he is. It's just, he's just a phenomenal human being. And when you talk to him and the way that he shows up for the community, you know that he is genuine. And I've known Ben for a while now. So how me and him got an introduction was I was in the space at the time and I was going real, real hard for Pepe. And someone asked if I was his sister. because our delivery and how we are passionate about our projects and stuff like that are similar. And he was like, no, who is this? So he came and listened to me speak in a space before. And then he was like, wow, people said you were like my sister, but I see, wow, woo woo. So we kind of got acquainted, and I've started listening into some of his spaces. I think he's on like episode 34. We're going on 34 Wednesday for Raw and Uncut. And I started interacting with them and going on their spaces and speaking on their spaces. And he gave me the opportunity to have a mic consistently on his space. And we just kind of got acquainted and became friends in that way. And just people just really, really feel him because he keeps it so real, so honest, so raw, so, you know, and it also, he also like really, really cares about the people. And you could just tell this man shows up consistently in the voice VCs and Telegram every morning since we CTO'd, just motivating the community, not just about crypto, but life in general, you know, and the consistency with his shows the type of person he is. The consistency that he's even bringing now to this project. And so people feel that, and people seen him and his passion in other projects, so they want to follow him. And Timothy, he's a mastermind in math. He's a math genius. He's on the team. You know, you need somebody that's good with the numbers, understand liquidity, understand supply control. We have Miss Lisa. She's from BNB. She's a leader in over there for that team and that community, and she's already shown herself to be a real superstar in this space. We have Khaleesi and Cloudy. They host their own space weekly. They've been consistent. They are active voices in crypto. And then also Mr. Snags, and he's an active voice in crypto. So we put all this power dream team together in order to actually do something great for this ecosystem, because we're just tired. That's the point of it. That's the matter of fact, bottom line of it all is we're just tired of being taken advantage, tired of people stealing our money. So we decided we're going to CTO this. This is a great narrative. It's no crying in the casino. You hear it all the time. Damn, we got a winner right there, $1 billion narrative. Let's do something with it and do something positive for this space, because like I said, we tired.
So tell us about the CTO, how you guys took it over, who you took it over from, and just the process of that.
Well, as far as like taking all the controls and all that kind of stuff over, I wasn't so much involved with that. I came in a little later, like, hey, we decided to take this over. Join us, we could use you, blah, blah, blah. So all that, you know, I can't really speak on that. All I know, when certain people said it's go time for me, because I already know they're not going to bring me no bullshit. And so as far as all that kind of stuff, I kind of stay out the way with that. My job is to speak to the community. My job is to cultivate and help grow the community. So as far as like the CTO and all that stuff, I do know we have control of the wallet. So we're collecting fees for the launch fees now. And the most bullish news that we have shared with our community is that for all our whales, we will be splitting 50% of those fees with the community. And so everybody was like really, really excited about that, because that's unheard of. In this space, everybody is greedy. Everybody is man for PvP. Everybody against everybody. And we were like, if we want to grow this project, we got to take care of the people who take care of us. And so that's what we're doing. And we want to keep on giving back to the community in any way, shape, or form that we can.
So I'm so sorry, my dog's in the background. You'd mentioned that there's how big or how much do you need in order to become like a whale that can share in those fees? Do you need to have like 2K worth, 500 worth? Like how much in US dollars do you need of TEARY?
Well, it's 1%. So 1% is going to keep going up as long as the market cap. So 1% at 50K was a lot cheaper than 1% now or in the future. So basically what we're doing is, in a way, that is rewarding people who want to get on board and believe in us from the beginning, because it's going to come a point of time where you're not going to be able to afford that 1%.
Yeah.
And there's only so many 1% you can give out too.
Yeah.
So
because you'll have some people that just for the heck of it, they might have 2% or they might have 5%, and that obviously lessens the amount of people who can get that. So there are, for Solana, there could be a decent amount of taxes. I think for ladies on Solana, there's like a 10% tax buy and sell and trade. What type of taxes are on the TEARY?
To my understanding, we don't have any taxes.
Oh, so how do the fees go to the? So just the fees go,
or whatever the fees are. Yeah, the general fees. And there is a launch wallet where those fees, or I think maybe we got control of and converted. I don't know all the details. I just trust. I trusted the people that's handling that part of our project. Like I said, a lot of us have our stuff that we do, and I just kind of stay in my lane. Let me know what I need to know. Let me know what I need to do.
Yeah, there's a good amount of volume on here. It's 28,000 in volume today. So if this did have like a 10% tax, it'd be like an extra $2,800. And depending on how much of that the whales get, it's like, oh, okay, that's not bad, because if you do that every day, and I mean, there are some projects that have hundreds of thousands or millions of volumes in day. So
and that's what we're hoping to get to eventually if we just keep pushing. This is really like a real for real community token. And we aspire, like the sky is the limit. We're not stopping at a couple millions and say, oh, we good. We want to keep going and take this to the limit. Billions, if we can, so
Bitcoin, like people are kind of crying in main crypto because Bitcoin and ETH getting like attacked again. I think a lot of it has to do with Wintermute. People just haven't really recovered from that massive liquidation event that happened a few weeks ago back in October. But despite all that, TEARY's up 8% on the day, which is pretty nice. And usually,
don't play with it.
Usually things don't have to go crazy as long as if everything else is settling or kind of like dying or getting wrecked like today. All you need is like an 8 or 10% thing to make you stand out. The liquidity is good. You have about, out of the $257,000 market cap, 53K you have in liquidity. It does say it's locked, and it is split even down the middle between Sol and TEARY. But for the locked liquidity, how long is that locked for? And what happens when it gets unlocked?
To my understanding, I think it's locked indefinitely if it's locked. But I don't know. Like, you know what? You should have sent me a list of questions before you came with me with all these questions. And I would have been a little bit more prepared. But I'm thinking that it's locked indefinitely. If it's not, I'll get back to you.
Yeah.
And then you can post it. You can post the real answer.
We have that on daCat. We have it's locked for like 997 years. So it's essentially forever. So depending on the contract, you could lock it up for, some people have it like, okay, we'll lock it up for this amount of time, and then they'll add to it, and then they'll lock it again, depending on what it does. If it goes like crazy, it's like, okay, we don't need to add any more liquidity. Or if it like goes down, it's like, okay, we can reopen this, or when it does open, we could add more liquidity to it and then lock it up again. So I know some people just have their whichever way they want to do it. A bunch of comments over here from everyone, from Mimi to Lisa to Wanye.
Let's go.
Martin Rios, VeVe Zombie, Nismo, Sam Griffin, back to Mimi again.
Show up, TEARY squad. Let's go.
There's a good amount. There's 111 people here right now.
Let's go.
So for the whales here, when you guys have so there is 10% that is at a TLCC account. Is that the main business development wallet? Is that that's probably the liquidity pool?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely the liquidity pool. Next, you have someone
because I looked out there. I don't think we have any wallets with more than 3%.
Yeah, the biggest one after that is 2.41%.
Okay. So we have pretty good distribution.
Yeah, it's maybe like 6-7K worth. So they have a decent bag. I want
to know who got that big bag like that, because it ain't me.
So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh my God, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. At least 19 people that have over 1%, 1.37% and over. So I assume you have your normal Telegram, which I just joined, and you have the separate Telegram for the whales.
And we have about 20 people in there.
Okay, so that makes sense. And out of all of them, I assume you guys kind of like track the wallets, where in case they dip under, be like, hey, sorry, can't be in here.
We have one trusted person that's doing that.
All right, sweet. Lisa be spamming.
Let me tell you this much. I bet you our community ain't hooking up to no damn bots. That's what we not gonna do. Because
you guys don't use trading bots?
We haven't been, no. We no volume bots, no bots. Everything has been strictly organic. So
the 28,000 today is with just buyers and sellers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I want to say something real quick about these bad actors. So we had a bad actor come into our community this weekend advertising a trading bot. He had another guy with them. They had this whole scheme where they made it look like he was actually trading live, and oh, look how much SOL I made. I just made 2 SOL or whatever, only to get into another community member's DM and walked him through it. The app looked like a real app with buttons and stuff that you press, whatever, and stole $2 grand worth of TEARY from him.
Damn.
That they sold on the chart. So basically, you can't trust anybody in this space.
Yeah.
Don't hook up your wallet to nothing because you don't know who you can trust.
Yeah.
Period.
I don't even click links. Like,
yeah,
if someone, yeah, it's even if someone that like I know for like a while, but hey, check this out. I'll message them on like a different app or text them like, hey, did you just message me here? Like,
right.
And I know that's like super like anal, and what's that called when you smoke a bunch of weed and you're
paranoid?
Like, paranoid, yeah.
Yeah, I don't even got on X doing giveaways with NFTs and stuff, and someone changed their name and just have the slightest little different and have the same profile pic and message you and be like, hey, I want my prize. And I accidentally sent the damn thing to the wrong person, and then I had to negotiate with the scammer to get it back so I could send it to the person that won, because they really wanted that particular NFT. So I end up getting it back, but I had to pay a little premium, had to pay a little interest on it. But it's just ridiculous, the amount of people out here scamming. So everybody be careful.
Yeah. So there's we can't expect people to hold forever in the daCat community. So I don't know about you, but back in August, I got myself a daCat tattoo because it is my IP, and we're gonna be on VeVe, on the largest digital collectibles platform in the world.
I have VeVe collectibles. I have Batmans.
Oh, like Todd McFarlane, like the first one that came out, or I mean, there's a bunch of
Batman. When VeVe first came out, I was on there buying Batmans. I got like 3 or 4 of them.
Did you buy them from like the store originally, like before the marketplace, or was like, well, they were all sold out, so I just bought them on the marketplace? No,
I bought them on the actual app. I didn't buy them from nobody.
Oh, so if it was on the app, then it was, I think it was like $70 per. So those, did you like keep up with it like through like the last bull market?
I don't know. I still got them. I haven't sold them. I haven't looked at. I just bought them because I just thought it was cool. I thought it was different. I thought it was neat. I tried to get some of the Disney ones, but they sold out so fast because the app was like glitching and shit when I was trying to get it. But I got my Batmans and I just bought them. They're on there. I don't even look at it. I probably made a post because you know how you can like put them in like this little thing and have all your little characters. And I screenshot it, posted on Facebook like one time, and then I just held on to them. I still have them. So
the Todds are worth a couple hundred. The Risos are worth.
I got a Todd.
Yeah, so the Todd McFarlane Batman's worth a couple hundred. The Riso's worth like several hundred. So that's all in the first set. There's 4 Batman. There's the Becky Cloonan. There's the other one. There's the
black and white. I got a black and white.
Yeah. I mean, there's a bunch of them. So they did wind up going, like Todd was like 14K and Riso was like 22K at like in the 2021, 2022 in that crazy
Okay.
bull market. They obviously crashed with everything else, but so VeVe, when you had them in like the showroom where you had them all next to each other, they released a metaverse called the VeVeverse, where you can like put them in like these vast rooms and people can go and look at them and you can go to other people. So that's really cool.
Oh, wow.
I have a project. So daCat's now a comic book project, and we're going to be on VeVe early next year. And what we've done, and we've done this with All Dolled Up. Sharby's going to be in it too, and so is Crappy Bird and Heine Coin, and I like 8 other projects. I would love, and some people like they're just in our comic, but other people like Space Penguin and Ladies on Solana and Nike the Pig, we made their own comic that'll be under the daCat name, but it's their own comic that goes on VeVe. They get the revenues from it. If you guys have an artist and we work out a deal, I would write the comic for you, and this way we can get it on VeVe if you have someone to draw. Because if you don't, you could hire someone, but they do get kind of expensive.
Are
And
you
that might,
talking about as far as for TEARY?
yeah.
Dope.
So
Let me write. So basically what you need from us is to get an artist with our TEARY character. And then what?
So I've worked out deals with each community individually. Some they're just in our comic, but others they have their own comic, and then I draw them, or I don't draw them. I write their own comic, and then at the end of Space Penguins, Ladies on Solana, Solana Wolfpack, and Nike the Pig and DigiJoints, at the end of their comic, we have like a Marvel extra credit scene. Like the last page is them going into like the daCat world universe in their solar system, and all the stories go together, and it's really freaking cool.
Dope.
So
I love that. I love that. That's awesome. I didn't know daCat was on VeVe, or y'all getting on VeVe.
Yeah, we'll be on VeVe in a couple months. So our first comic's like 80 pages. That's why this is taking so long, because normal comics are like 22 to 32 pages. So we would have been done if it was just that, but we're like 3 times longer. So we have to go. It's been taking us like 8 months for this. And then, I mean, we're doing a bunch of stuff. So with that, again, the artists usually do it for free. I can't do it for free, unfortunately, but once that's done, like once you guys are on VeVe, you guys get the rest of that money. You get the commissions, you get the sales and all that.
Okay, so after this, I'm gonna hit you up and we're gonna iron out the details.
Hell yeah.
For
We would
sure.
love that.
For sure.
No crying. So that's the other thing. So we have Crappy Bird doing the same thing. They're in our comic. I don't have a separate comic for them. We just wrote them into it, but they have like this little game on there where it doesn't require any skill, but Crappy Bird has this thing where like you bet a certain amount of Crappy Bird, and depending on how far the bird flies when it comes out of this like little pipe, it can like you either lose your Crappy or you get a multiple on your Crappy, and sometimes it's like 20x multiple depending on what you bet. And because your whole slogan is like no crying in the casino, would you guys have a game come out anytime soon where people can bet on it?
You know, right now it's just a meme, but the meme has so much potential. What we could do with it, you know, we have been talking about other things as far as like merch for this project, online, like a casino channel. It's so many different things that we can do. So a game, who knows? You know, the possibilities are endless of what we can do with this.
Same. Yeah.
So, you know, we all about doing right by our community. If the community want to see a game, guess who's going to be playing the game? The community. There you go. The community want a game. We're going to bring the community a game. So it's just up to the community to take it where we need to take it in order to bring these type of utilities to the market. And that's what we plan to do. We have the people that's out in front for the project, but not even only that, our community members are stepping up, like in ways that I've never seen a community step up. Speaking on spaces just as hard as we get on these spaces and speak, working in the trenches just as hard as we work in the trenches. And these are the qualities that it takes to be a #1 project. So a game, give us a couple months.
That would be fun, especially if it's something that you could like bet on, like connect your wallet and then like, yeah, I'll bet, a couple dollars worth. And I know that doesn't sound like much, but when you have a couple hundred people betting a couple dollars on each thing, and then it keeps going, it's like, I think if you go in sports on like a Google Play Store, out of the top 10 sports apps, like most of the top 5 are betting apps. Like it's not even NFL and ESPN. It's all of the apps that you can use to bet on the sport. So I feel like that's a really, really undervalued, underutilized market because not every state had it for long.
Everybody is betting. Yeah. So me and my guy, we went out to dinner one night. And the waitress was a little young 20-year-old guy, probably in school, trying to make ends meet. And when we go out, we're really personable people. So we really engage with our waiters, get to know them, talk to them, make them feel comfortable, whatnot. And to the point where he's so comfortable, he checking his prize picks or his DraftKings. And I'm like, who you betting on? Who we talking and stuff like that. And he was like, girl, I don't even know. I don't even watch sports, but I don't want money without even watching the sports, just looking, because you can see the metrics and stuff in the apps where it say how many yards, their average and stuff. And they just go based on that. And they're betting. Young kids, everybody's betting. Yeah. Before you know it, you're going to have 5-year-olds betting. Like these kids are so advanced with this technology, and like everybody's trying to figure out how to get up, how to come up. And now these kids, Uber Eats, Postmates, they learning how to grind, doing that way, just driving and picking up orders and stuff. Now they're on the apps betting and stuff. And now even the younger generations are wanting to get more involved in crypto. Yeah. And so that's what it is. I onboarded 3 young men yesterday in their 20s. Don't even own crypto. Sat there and had a class with them, showed them how to download the wallet, get your Coinbase, move your Solana to your Phantom wallet, swap your Solana for your meme coin, join the Telegram, get on X, follow the project. This is how you raid. This is how you promote. This is how you get involved with the community. These 3 guys never, ever, ever touched a meme coin project in their life. They're in their 20s, but they were so eager to learn. And when I told them the possibilities and what work for your bags mean, they was like, we ready to hustle. Yeah. We in a hustle. These young kids and stuff, they in this hustle culture. I heard some of these young kids talking about content capital markets. Were they capitalizing on content? Yeah. Yeah, so games, anything where you can try to move some money, make some money. These kids is so advanced. They on it. They on top of the AI stuff. They on top of everything. And we got to get them involved now. I want them on my team. I want them in my community.
You ever see The Little Giants?
Yes.
Where the new kid comes to town and both the O'Shea brothers are trying to recruit him for their football team. I feel like that's what a lot of crypto peeps are right now. We're trying to recruit the younger generation that clearly loves to bet, and they're willing to get this bread. There's on Polymarket, one of my favorite things to look at is what will happen before GTA 6. And there's a bunch of different things on there that you could bet on, like, okay, ChatGPT 6. There's 61% chance that it'll be released. There's a new Playboi Carti album, a new Rihanna album, Russia-Ukraine ceasefire, and there is a 21% chance, according to Polymarket, with over $1 million in bets, that Jesus Christ returns before GTA 6. So that is like my favorite statistic to pull up.
You must have bet on that. Did you bet on that one?
I want to. I haven't yet. Because it made sense to bet on it when he only had like a 3% chance of returning. But now that it's 21% chance, like, I guess you're still getting money, but Like, what if,
Oh
you know,
my
like, I don't
God,
know.
that's hilarious. Don't y'all bring Jesus into this betting stuff.
They need Jesus. I don't know. Yeah, good times. So the how long, like, you're obviously very well positioned because you've been buying Bitcoin for the better part of a decade. But in daCat, we have people that they want to wait till it's like a multi-billion-dollar market cap to sell. I don't know if
Wow.
that's realistic because, you know, when we do a 50x to like $100 million market cap and suddenly they don't have 10K, they got like 5 million. It's like, okay, they're probably going to want to liquidate some. So we've had discussions on like, okay, it's okay-ish to sell on these like massive green candles. You definitely don't want to sell on red candles and have it just go down quicker. Have you guys talked about that, like on exit points, be like, okay, guys, once we reach like 5 million, you can, whatever your holdings are, you can take like 1%, or you can take like whatever. Have you guys had discussions like that?
So what we preach in our community is to invest with a goal in mind. And for everybody, your life situations could take you into a different path. No matter, you know, people come on hard times, they got to do what they got to do. But for those that are investing and want to see the long-term longevity of this project, what we preach is take healthy, smart profits. Think about your community. Don't clip your bag. If that's an increment of once we hit 1 million, take 5% of your position. Once we hit 5 million, maybe take another 5%. But don't just, if you join a community and you really, really care about your community and you want to, if you want to see this project really, really grow, everybody can't be just selling soon as we get a little pump.
Yeah.
It'll crash and destroy the project.
Yeah.
So we really preach about, like, we're really trying to do something good. We want this to be a long-term project for us to be able to eat on for generations if we can, or for years if we can in crypto. That's unheard of for some of these new projects to be able to really have your Microsoft, Apple, Tesla of crypto. Where are they? In meme coins, you know, you got your Pepe. Those days are gone now for the most part, because you can watch a $5 million market cap rug their community.
Yeah.
Does that tell you go invest there because they're at 1 million market cap, or they're at 5 or 10? You can't even use that to gauge anymore, because those $10 million projects are rugging their communities just as hard as the 500K communities.
Yeah.
So we really, really, when we get into our spaces and we talk to our communities and our whales, we say, take healthy profits. We don't want to get into these spaces and say, don't sell. You can't sell. That's unfeasible. That don't make sense. We all in this to make money, but together we can win, and together we can respect each other. And as we move up, yeah, we're going to move up, and I want you to take some profits, but just be mindful of how much you got and just shave a little bit off on the ride up, because you got to think of this. How I think about it. I see this project going to the millions. If I sell my 5% right now, how much would that 5% be worth if I just had a little patience and waited just a little longer to take it?
And as somebody that's been buying Bitcoin for almost a decade, you know that, like you said before, time in the market almost always beats trying to time the market, because it's...
Man, I was preaching Bitcoin at my coworkers. They laughed at me. They said tulips. Oh, you're in the tulips. And I said, well, fuck you. Oop, I'm sorry.
Anything goes here. Anything goes.
I kept investing, you know, and I was a single mother at the time. Sometimes I might only have $50 to throw at it. And I kept up with my $50, like clockwork, every paycheck. And now I'm up thousands of percentages. Thousands, not a double up, not a triple up, thousands. And so we can, that's the whole thing with Bitcoin. To me, what it stood for was like my chance at financial freedom, because back in the day, my ancestors couldn't invest in the stock market. We didn't have enough money to invest in the stock market. I had an uncle and he had a plug with, this is back when I was like in my 20s, I was young. And I wanted to get involved with the stock market. And I said, hey, I want to invest with the company that you're investing in. He said, I needed $10,000 or you can't invest no money. I didn't have $10,000 at that time. You know, the normal everyday person couldn't invest until these little apps came out that allowed your minimum to be a couple $100s. And that was years after people already made millions in the market that we got a chance to get a piece of the pie. Yeah. Here's our opportunity to get that piece of the pie, but we got to get together and be strong and stand for something and work for something. Or you just going to be like exit liquidity. I got tired of being exit liquidity.
There's a bunch of projects that I think sometimes, well, luck I think can be defined as preparedness meeting opportunity. And when you're prepared and you have that opportunity, you can get lucky.
That's right.
And not saying that, like, the people at Heinecoin, they work really hard. I see them on spaces all the time, and that's why they have a multi-million-dollar market cap, and that's why people just be grinding. Like daCat, we have the token, and then we have like the IP that is growing separately. And sometimes people hit a narrative like unicorn fart dust. It's so crazy. It's funny. It's like, why do we laugh at Dumb and Dumber? Because we do. It's funny.
That's why I got into toilet dust, because it was just so stupid to me. I was like, toilet dust? What the hell is that shit? And then I was like, that shit funny. And then, but so you know, it's the same like with the no crying in the casino narrative. Like, it got to be something that is different. It got to stand out. It gotta kind of like bring people together in some kind of way, whatever way it does.
So I think that, like you said, sometimes people hit these narratives, and the narratives maybe they didn't intend to start that way, but that's how they happen to hit, and just they don't know how, it just did. Sven Dungeon saying, "Oh my, what energy!" So you are just as first impression, even before I knew who you were, look what you look like or anything, I heard you on that space, contacted you because you seemed like a pretty great person to have in their community. And coming here, full of energy, pretty Black woman, do you think that you can lean into that a little bit and say, like, yeah, this is a safe place for Black people or people of color or any type of minority? Like, can you lean into that a little bit and kind of become that token for minorities?
That's what I'm trying to do. Like, when I get behind something, I'm behind it, like, for real, for real. I'm bringing in my sister. I'm bringing in my cousin, my mama, my brother, my nieces, my nephews, you know, sons, daughters. I'm bringing in my people. I'm telling people about it. People ask me about crypto all the time, and I give them the best information that I have at the time to educate them. And I'm willing to be that. We need more minorities in this space to be able to be a voice, because a lot of people are scared to invest in what they don't understand. They're scared to lose money because we don't have much to lose. So, you know, when you can educate yourself on something and then educate others, I think it's very, very important, because my voice can reach a demographic that your voice couldn't, or the next person's voice couldn't, but my voice may be able to reach them. And that's the same thing with Ben Billions. He from New York. He reaching a different a demographic that some of these other KOLs that be out here faking, they can't reach those people. And those are the people that we want to reach. Yeah. You know, the last numbers I heard was like it was 6 to 7% mass adoption in crypto.
Yeah.
For the world. Not just US, for the world. It's so many people we haven't reached yet. I'm going out to get my people. Period.
Well, I should talk to Ben Billions because I'm from New York too. Living in
Yes,
Ohio right
definitely.
now.
And you might want to do an episode 32, 33, get him on here too, because like we ain't playing no games. Like we really out here like trying to make a difference.
I,
And I connect on different levels with different people. He connects with on different levels with different people. That's really what it's all about. And our team is so diverse. We have a diverse team to be able to reach all those different areas. That's
I have
important to me too.
I have an interesting idea. I don't know if it'll work, and I don't know if how easy it would be to draw, but the idea would be, because this could be for like kind of like a place where minorities can kind of rally around. We could have the story of TEARY be like they're all in a body, like they're all part of this circle of life of water. And what happens when humans drink water? Well, sometimes it comes out as sweat, sometimes it comes out as pee, sometimes it comes out as tears. And maybe the other places of water, like, oh well, we came out of the main drain, so we're better than everyone else. Like, okay, well, we're sweat, we come out of everywhere in the body, so we might not be as good as them, but we're at least better than the tears that only come out of the eyes. And then tears are discriminated against, even though whatever however they come out of the body, they all evaporate into the clouds and they come back again. And that's my idea for the comic right now. Is that something that you guys might be able to get behind?
I think so. I
Okay,
think
we can.
so. That's the thing with what I love so much about this project and the team is we've had community members create their own version of what TEARY means to them. And we encourage that because it's a community project and it's kind of like taking its own form. We started it, we gave everybody the tools, and now everybody is turning it into how they feel, how they resonate with the character, how they resonate with the theme, and it's becoming their own. You have some of them that done created the TEARY meme in their likeness with the dreads, with the low riders, or whatnot, or whatever the case may be. So I do like that idea because what I get from it is we all try to hierarchy our differences,
Yeah.
but at the same time, we are the same.
I also
Tears of joy or tears of pain.
Yeah. I also don't want to make it like, because I feel like there is kind of an anti-woke movement. I don't want to make it like too woke, and this way people are like, oh no, I can't read this. So we'll talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's try to keep it light and fun, but at the same time have a message.
We could do that too. It could be a comedy. Here's, before we get into it, the background of TEARY. Where did TEARY come from? Is it tears from a human? Is he a tear from is he a boy? Does he have parents? Where
Okay.
I need to know the lore.
TEARY is a teardrop that comes out of your eye. When you how many different emotions do you have that you cry from?
It depends if I'm drinking or not. I mean, most times it's probably laughing, but sometimes I was rewatching Kyle XY recently, and this one kid had to, like, his girlfriend was leaving and he tried to get her to stay by asking her to marry him. I was like, that is adorable. And just, if it weren't for money, if it weren't for them being young, they would have stayed together. But her mom's had to go to like Cleveland or something, so I had to move away. And I was like, a little tear came out. So
That's what I'm saying. That's TEARY. It's all of those things. It's tears of joy. It's tears of sadness. It's tears of anger. It's an emotion. That's why when we go in these spaces, we got our own emoji.
Yeah, that's powerful.
That's powerful. When we run up in these spaces with the energy, Ben got that energy. I got that energy. Himothy got that energy. We coming in. We coming hard. We dropping teardrops. There was a space I did the other day, and I just kept hitting that teardrop emoji on it before I even got up. They gave me the mic, and I just started hitting the teardrop. And it was like, Crypto Nira, you all right? You over there crying. And it was just, it stood out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't ignore it. It's not the 100. It's not the laughing, it's the teardrop. And they were like,
Yeah.
you all right? And I said, there's no crying in the casino. Are you all right? Are you all right? and then all my community showed up and they just started going ham on the teardrops everywhere.
Yeah.
Where the host and everybody else was doing the teardrops. It was infectious.
Yeah. Nothing is like it. So this is really interesting. There's something. Have you heard of Momo the cat?
I might have seen it on my timeline, but as far as like going to investigate what it's all about, I couldn't tell you.
I don't have any. I probably should. It's this little cat that's on TikTok, and they make the songs are diabolical. Like the cat's found, like the grandpa's a pimp, the sister's an OnlyFans girl, the brother's a murderer, the grandma's a drug dealer. Like it's insane. It's this family of cats that it's messed up.
So they got a whole family.
And there's friends too, and the
Oh,
teacher
shit.
is it's bananas.
So our TEARY is a guy with the little top hat and the little tie. Okay. But I've made, and a couple other community members made lady TEARYs.
Okay.
I was like, I need a lady TEARY, but the main character is a guy, but we all are TEARYs.
Yeah.
So I got me a little TEARY. She be on there doing her thing. In some other communities, they have their TEARYs, you know, and we've even created some TEARYs to target big leaders in the space. Because for some reason, like when you see that character with your likeness or your image, people kind of gravitate to it. We've been having fun with it.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm very excited for this. I'll go get that bread. So we've been here about an hour. Is there anything that I have not gone over yet that you think we should talk about before we talk off camera?
No, I think we've had a great conversation so far. But what I will say, if you don't have a bag of TEARY, get you a bag of TEARY, even if it's $5, $10, just to say that you support, and come into our Telegram and catch you a vibe. Catch you a vibe, catch you some knowledge, catch you some information, get some friends. We're making friends over in the TEARY community. If you don't have any friends, I'll be your friend. Join the Telegram and catch me in the VC. I want to know how your day's going. You know, because it could get stressful out here in crypto, and sometimes we need somewhere to vent with other people who understand what crypto is about, because you can't go and talk to some of your family members about crypto because they're not going to understand. They're going to be like, what the hell are you talking about? You know, but it's like your crypto homies and your crypto bros and your crypto sisters, they know exactly what you're talking about out here in these trenches. So you need a friend, hit me up in the TG.
We have a nice amount of people here, 250 people. Isaac coming in saying no crying here. Everyone, Cloudy saying TEARY, let's go. All right,
let's go.
We have a good amount. Let's I love
all
this
I needed
game.
Some music. I started to like try to get my music and stuff together, but I only had an hour and a half. I didn't know we were going live. I wasn't even together. I had to go comb my hair, throw some clothes on. Lord Jesus. For the love of crypto.
We'll have you back on at some point, because this is fun. This is good.
For sure.
You got anything? I don't know if she's there.
Oh, thank you. It was totally great to meet you, and the energy is it's so needed. And I'd love to have you back and talking about keeping that energy, right?
Yes.
Heck yeah. All right, let's get this ready to go talk off camera for a bit. Everyone say bye-bye. I'll catch you all later. This is